This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper. Today is a happy Wednesday. We are midweek. Hi, friends in the chat. You guys are all beautiful. I'm so happy. You guys are just popping this chat off. Over 100 messages, too. I got an alert before I even went live. You guys are just fanning it up in here. I feel the love. I'm like overwhelmed with love, joy, and affection. You know what I mean? Guys, make sure that if you are here, you share the love and smash these like, subscribe, and share the stream out with friends. That's the most important thing, because YouTube doesn't like us. They won't share our stream out. So we're the ones that got to put everything in our own hands. Let's do it. Guys, I want to say good morning to you as I shout out our lovely sponsors, Cake Wallet. Shout out to Cake Wallet. Vic Sharma, amazing bro. We're going to be doing something later, maybe another zesty item where you guys could win something on the x.coms. So if you don't follow me already and you don't have those notifications on, you might miss out on something from Cake Wallet and I. Ooh, I just said something. I'll say it again later for people that are just coming in. And our second lovely sponsor, Market Cipher. Make sure you guys check out Market Cipher. Use code missteencrypto or code Zesty for 20% off at checkout. Use that link. Please use that link in those codes, the zestiest codes of all codes. Yay! All right, let's talk to everyone in the chat. You guys know we have that goal of 125 likes, 100 live viewers. You guys know that. So let's get after it. We have John Germain, Mike Volmer, Brian, John Legend, S-Dog. Oh my gosh, so many beautiful people in here today. Ovalboard, nice to see you as always. We have, I can't acknowledge him. Shoosh. We also have Emma in the chat, also not acknowledging him. That's the right thing to do, Emma. Proud sister right there, proud sister. We have Flat Smack in the chat, flat smacking that like button. I know you are, Flat Smack. I know you are. Bacon, Eggs, and Hash, I believe, is in here as well. Very nice to see you. We have M2, nice to see you. M2, thank you for your chat yesterday. I did receive that post show. I really do appreciate it. You're absolutely the sweetest dude. We have Ray K as well. Thank you for coming. My girl, Alexandra G. Hype for Alexandra G. We love Alexandra G. She always deserves to get a nice round of applause. She really does. I'm gonna let her know. We're going to let her know that we love her in this chat. Mark Lamarck, good morning to you. Who else do we have? I think, Jimmy, Uncle Jimmy is in the chat. Hi, Uncle Jimmy. Nice to see you, Uncle Jimmy. Everyone, give Uncle Jimmy a hug. He hasn't been feeling great, so Uncle Jimmy needs a hug right now, and some nice virtual hugs and well wishes. We have, who else? War Player, good morning to you. Dubai Money said, top of the morning. Top of the morning to you, Dubai Monies. It's always great to see you. We have Rosk in the chat as well. Great to see you. Mike Shawshig, beautiful morning to you too. Mike Shawshig, you have all the zest this morning, Mike Shawshig. How do you feel about Litecoin right now, my friend? Sharkhead, not a sea hag out here. Sharkhead, good morning to you. He said, what's good? What's good with you, bro? I'm chilling. The Brothers T, great to see you. Lux Shampoo said, you're wearing bright colors today. Yes, I am, because it's cloudy in New York. It's raining. It's gross outside. And do I support gross, negative, cloudy energy? Absolutely not. And that's why I decided to be bright today. I think I also mentioned it to Allset. Allset was talking to me on X this morning, and he was like, you know, you gotta be bright. And I was like, I will be bright. I will be bright. From the red lipstick to the red nails to the outfit, I got you guys with the lights. BBB, always great to see you as well. You could actually talk about BBB in the chat if anyone knows what you were talking to me about in the Telegram this morning, because I still didn't get a chance to look at it. Will Smith, good morning to you. Will Smith, please don't cause any violence to anybody in the chat. No one needs a slap today. We only need a hug. I think Will Smith needs a hug. So if anyone wants to send Will Smith a hug, here you go. Lux Shampoo said he wants my clothes fresh and zest. As you should. Listen, we all need to do our laundry. I hope you guys are doing your laundry. I hope you guys clean your bedding. Man, especially if you get warm, you gotta clean your bed sheets. You can't be crusty out here. We gotta be clean, zestfully clean. We have Culture. He said, just call me Culture. Oh yeah, because the beginning part of your name might not sound appropriate. I got it. I'm too handsome for this. Said this gen can only socialize to each other online. How can we? Okay, well, this is a peaceful protest. An online peaceful protest is Bitcoin. It's the most peaceful protest that you can ever probably imagine. There's no weapons that you have to pick up to defend Bitcoin or anything like that. So yeah, maybe this generation is going to have an easier time maybe fighting a war against the powers that be through digital money and through money that belongs to us. So I don't think that's bad. Atomic gives them a virtual hug. Yes, I'll give you a virtual hug too. Don't feel left out. Hi, Avo. It's nice to see you as well. Listen, watch out, Mr. Shoosh. Watch out, Mr. Shoosh. All right, let's get into the stream again. Let's get those 125 likes, 100 live viewers. I know we can pamp it up. We can go off this morning. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm just losing my noodle today. It's all good. Maybe you guys could find it for me on the Bubbles. Guys, we're bubbling. We have comp that's doing good. CAS is up. FTT is up 9%. You couldn't even explain why. You couldn't even explain why, because we're expecting some FTX liquidations, and this was a lot of their holdings. I believe they held over $500 million in FTT, and this was their second largest holding, and then Solana was their largest holding as well. XLM is down today. HBAR is the Fed coin, another Fed coin along with XLM. Even though XLM didn't make an official partnership with our government, HBAR did, and XLM is trying to build the Ukraine CBDC. Toncoin is also up 9% because they introduced a new wallet over there on Telegram. So that's kind of the news there for the altcoins. Let's go to our main squad, which is Bitcoin, ETH, Litecoin, and Dogecoin. Now, we do have some slight action today. Guys, we're up more than just 0.1% today. We're up a whole 1.12%. Oh my gosh, Bitcoin, throw a gosh dang party for you. Throw the party for Bitcoin. Oh, yeah. We're at $26,140 today. Guys, we are again up 1.1%. We are up 57% for the new year, and we see some action happening through market ciphers. We're seeing some money flow starting to have an uptick up and to the right, which we like to see. We see some green dots being printed here. And we also see our VWAP as well as our RSI spiking very confidently, which explains these green candles. Now, this is our second day in the green, which is kind of refreshing because we barely get price action anymore. We almost bullishly engulfed 2 days ago's candle. So Monday's candle, yesterday was Tuesday, so Tuesday almost bullishly engulfed Monday, ever so slightly. And then we have today, which we are kind of riding up of our open, which was at 25.8. We did have a high yesterday of around 26.5, so that was very interesting. We did see a nice influx of volume yesterday, which we have been craving, we've been looking for. And we also want to take a look at our RSI individually from Market Cipher in case it confuses anyone, where we're kind of in that almost neutral-ish territory. We had a really nice confidence spike the last few days with the RSI, which again could indicate this incoming uptrend. Yes, those are words. Now, I really do hope that we could keep up with this bullish momentum that we're seeing right here and have those buys coming in, have the bulls defending, and kind of hit this 27.1. Now, I know there was Richard Barry in my chat. I'm not sure if he's in the live chat right now, but he was talking about, the 3-day chart and everything like that. I'm not that cool. I don't have, like, unlimited trading views, so I don't get all the time frames here. However, we do see that the bulls are starting to take control. They want to be in control, as they should. I just really hope that we stay above 26K and we head towards that 27K, because if we head towards 24.8, that's when things maybe will get dicey, to be honest. Now we got Ethereum sitting at 1595, up 0.14%. So Ethereum's not as spicy as Bitcoin. Ethereum, I don't like that it's under 1600, that it couldn't hold it. Just like I want Bitcoin to hold that 26K, I want Ethereum to hold 1600 at least. I guess I'm a greedy girl. I just want a lot of things happening, you know what I mean? We're spiking over that zero line pretty confidently with that VWAP, so it's not as crazy as Bitcoin. You see Bitcoin spiked, it's way over that zero line, versus Ethereum not so much. She's just trying to peek. She's just like, taking a peek over the fence, And we have a dip in money flow, which is something that, again, you're not seeing on Bitcoin. We are printing that green dot here on Market Cipher. It seems like momentum is just a little bit sideways as well. Just a little bit wonky. A little wonky, like Willy Wonka. Now we're going to look... Now, we're also going to look at the RSI, where we were oversold here on the 11th on Monday. We've been pretty much spiking since then, and we kind of like tipped off between yesterday and today. So this looks pretty interesting, but we're not in that neutrals territory, more so like Bitcoin that's in that neutral territory that we were talking about. We're still in this bearish weird zone, and we could easily go back into oversold. That's if things get spicy. RN, thank you for the heart and making me feel better about the charts and how we're sideways trading yet again. Even though we did have, again, a 4% move the other day, we shouldn't be greedy, right, RN? We should not be greedy. However, we want to head back up to 1705 Ethereum because we don't want to head back down to this 1400 level, 1450, because that is where we kind of broke up from nap time, recovering from the FTX collapse from November and January. We spiked up, so we saw $2,100 Ethereum, and now we're kind of retracing. And I hope that, again, if we do's, hit this 1400 level, we bounce off confidently, and we come back up with a bang. With a bang. You guys know that song with like Nicki Minaj and Ariana Grande? Bang, 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 bang. There used to be a banger when it first came out. Bang, bang, into the room. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that was a good song. Anyway, we're going to talk about Litecoin, which is $61.14, up 1.95%. So Litecoin was actually very interesting overnight. There was like a few minutes where Litecoin really spiked, and we had a high of $63, 62.78. And then we retraced. So we started off the day here with Litecoin at $60. So it's very interesting when looking at market Cipher. It kind of makes it make sense here, where we had that VWAP that was below that zero line, and she spiked right over, which indicates that uptrend. You also have a spike in money flow ever so slightly, though, and we're printing some green dots here on market Cipher. So things are getting a little bit spicy here. $60 Litecoin is so freaking cheap. Like, it's insane. I mean, I guess in my eyes, I'm not giving you financial advice or anything, but in my eyes, that's cheap as sheesh. Like, you know, acquiring a whole Litecoin right now seems so easy compared to like acquiring a whole Bitcoin, obviously.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Sparkling heart.
Sparkling
heart. 0.25000000 LTC.
Fake hearts. Failure, fake hearts. Those are fake zesty hearts. I don't know if those are real hearts. I don't know, but I do thank you for helping me acquire this dip. I mean, again, listen, like stacking whole Litecoins are so easy right now. And people were complaining like $100 Litecoin. Oh my gosh, I can't believe a whole Litecoin. Now you're seeing $60 Litecoin, almost half of that, and your people are still sleeping on this. Sheesh. We're gonna talk about Doge as well, just right over 6 cents. We're seeing here that we don't have that green money flow anymore with Doge. We're spiking downwards with money flow, but it seems like the VWAP maybe wants to come back up. So this is very interesting what's happening with Doge. I don't know if No G is in here right now, but we were just about to hit that oversold region, and it looks like we spiked back up. So I'm very intrigued to see what happens next with Dogecoin. But you guys know the target is 6.5 cents because that was our resistance dating back all the way to June of 2022, and we've been fiddling with it ever since. Fiddle, whittle, whittle. Fiddle, whittle, whittle. Oh, sheesh, man. There's been so much going on. Absolutely so much going on. Oh, No G is here. All right. Listen, man. Let's spam those Doge emojis in the chat if you guys are hyped for Dogecoin. And also smash these likes and share this stream out with friends. Let's get those 100 likes, 125 likes, 100 live viewers. Oh, hello, everyone. There's so many people coming in. Man, we got to share this stream out, guys. So we're going to talk about what's going on the news and how they're talking about Bitcoin. And people are trying to say, oh, Bitcoin's this, Bitcoin's that. But it doesn't matter when you have people like the PayPal CEO, which helps the TradFi people feel better, saying that Bitcoin, he wants to help it become a global currency. Like, bro, Bitcoin's already a global currency. And he said, we need more of a universal way to send money, which is kind of true, where if I have PayPal and you have Venmo, I can't send you money. If you have Zelle on my bank account and you have PayPal, you can't send funds directly to me. So this is something that, again, we do need, whether you have an address, a crypto address from an exchange or from your wallet, it's universal in that you don't need the same platform. You can universally send to other people. I love that. Now, we do have someone, Mohammed. He's the president of Queen's College. He's the president of Queen's College, Cambridge University. He's all over the place, this guy. And he was on CNBC yesterday talking about monetary policy, JP Morgan, and also stepped into the Bitcoin side of things. So let's jump into that half of this clip, and we will talk about what he said.
There seems to be this thing happening. I don't know, Joe, we were talking about $25,000 with Bitcoin. Meanwhile, BlackRock and all of these folks, all the folks that we thought were never going to do this are now doing it, and yet it's not moving at all.
Well, it's moving today.
Well, I mean, sure, 26. This is 26.
It was 4 when we started saying it wasn't going anywhere.
Oh, burn.
4,000.
Oh, well, okay. But the question is this now a risk on, a risk off thing? How do you even correlate this to what's happening with the Fed? Because for a long time you used to talk about crypto in regard to the Fed.
So I think crypto is settling as part of the ecosystem. I think people have recognized it is not the new global currency. People have also recognized it's not going to disappear tomorrow. It's becoming institutionalized. And I think, actually, if I were a crypto person, I think this maturation process is a good thing. Where it moves from day to day, I can't really comment on that.
I still think it's outperformed every asset in 1 year, 5 year, and 10 year.
Okay. Joe Kernan is such a savage. Let's just like break down what he said. I think the whole interview, like, forget almost what the other guy said, saying that like crypto's a settling part of the ecosystem. People recognize, like, he's like, people recognize that crypto's not the new global currency. Like, he's trying to FUD, but also give you some bullish news at the same time. Crypto is a global currency. Of course, there's people all over the world using Bitcoin and crypto right at this moment because their fiat currency is basically worthless, because they want to own something. So I don't understand what this guy is saying half the time. But then we have Joe Kernan that jumps in and says, hey, man, you know, we started saying on CNBC that Bitcoin was worthless and going nowhere at $4,000. And now it's $26,000. Later, he says something that's also true, is that Bitcoin is the best performing asset in the last year, the last 5 years, and you could keep going back because Bitcoin, period, is the best performing asset of all time. No other commodity, stock, precious metal can even measure up to that. That's why they're so scared of Bitcoin, because of the financial impact it has, because of the empowerment impact it has by allowing people to be their own bank and conduct peer-to-peer transactions, cutting out the middleman, cutting out the control, cutting out the permission. It doesn't stop people like Gary Gensler from coming in and saying we're hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes. Oh, Gary, I'm so frustrated with this dude.
Fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
There's something else that he added to his statement, that vicious statement yesterday. He keeps on going. Gary Gensler keeps attacking crypto, and hence the title, he's screwing crypto. Because he wants to take us out with the double standard that is crypto against the traditional financial system, which I think is complete garbage.
And help protect Americans from the crypto abuses that cost consumers billions.
If they were to live up to the investor protection built into their current laws, it would help investors. But right now, unfortunately, there's significant non-compliance, and it's a field which is rife with fraud, abuse, and misconduct.
Crypto is a space full of fraud, abuse, and misconduct. Can someone tell me how? Or call my boys and they'll sing it. Tell me why? I don't get it. How is crypto full of fraud, abuse, and misconduct when everything is near transparent? When Bitcoin is completely transparent, Ethereum is completely transparent, that if you conduct anything in the DeFi ecosystem, you see it. You take out a loan, you see it. You're staking, you see it. Everything you see in crypto. And crypto naturally regulates itself, where we see a lot of things from 2017, the ICO phase, that are no longer here. Things from even the bull market of 2020, 2021. are not here anymore because things come and go. Just like the internet, it boomed. There were things that were coming out that, again, maybe aren't here anymore just because that's the way the cookie crumbles. What about all the fraud, abuse, and misconduct that goes on with the traditional financial system, where there are people like Elizabeth Warren that increased their net worth to millions and millions of dollars? So while serving 10 years in Congress, Elizabeth Warren had an annual salary of $193,000, but somehow managed to increase her net worth to a whopping $73 million. That doesn't just happen by accident. Why don't you look at Nancy Pelosi? All of the insider trading that's full of fraud, abuse, and misconduct from the people that are supposed to help us, protect us, right against the American people. When there's a stock that doesn't perhaps go the way of the hedge funds that, of course, they're using, people like Nancy Pelosi and Liz Warren, then they'll stop the stock from trading, just halt it. How is that fair? How is there a free market when all there is control? When all there is that fraud, abuse, and misconduct? To me, it doesn't make any sense. They get so wealthy off of our back, off of the trading that comes from a free market. Well, it seems like they always get the head start, including when they use AI. Gary Gensler also confirmed yesterday that the SEC is using AI to monitor financial markets. When asked by Senator Catherine Cortez Masto how he envisioned the SEC using AI, he responded saying, "So we already do in some market surveillance and enforcement actions to look for patterns in the market. It's one of the reasons why we've asked Congress for greater funding this year in 2024 to help build up our technology budget for the emerging technologies." Gary Gensler already got record funding to combat crypto, to combat all the misconduct that happens in this space that it seems to be completely almost non-existent, except when you have people like FTX that rose to power by donating to 1 in 3 people in Congress and by being the second largest donor to our current president and having those backdoor meetings with Gary Gensler. There was no heat against SBF. There was no heat against FTT even being considered a security. Gary Gensler does not care about you. Straight up. They're already using AI to monitor you, surveil you. He's already using those double standards against crypto and the TradFi system. And the best part is watching this hearing yesterday, he didn't answer any questions. You ask Gary a question, this happens here and this happens where. It's so frustrating. There was Senator Hagerty that grilled Gary Gensler on the court's reversal of the SEC's denial of grayscale spot Bitcoin ETF. So let's hear about what's happening here. He doesn't answer the question.
Last month, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia unanimously ruled that the SEC's denial of grayscale spot Bitcoin ETF was, quote, arbitrary and capricious. They argued that the product is mathematically indistinguishable from already approved futures products currently trading on U.S. exchanges. So my question is, can you explain what the SEC needs to see in a filing to approve a spot Bitcoin ETF? And what questions do you still need answered from issuers about the market and or market infrastructure in order to allow this to happen? I'd just like to get some clarity.
Be very brief, and we're moving on. Chair Gensler.
Senator.
Why be very brief? Why can't he answer the question? It doesn't matter what the time limit is at this point. We want real answers. Grill him.
All right, thank you for the question. We're still reviewing that decision and reviewing. We have multiple filings around Bitcoin exchange-traded products, so it's not just that one you mentioned, but it's multiple others. So we're reviewing them, and I'm looking forward to staff's recommendations. So, in similar questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Senator Warren.
Was that question answered? Did you guys hear an answer? Not one. Not one answer. I can't tell you. You guys saw me. I was actually sitting here about to freaking bite my hand off, because I'm wondering, why doesn't Gary Gensler like to answer questions? Why can't he just say what's holding back the SEC from approving a spot Bitcoin ETF? And he goes, oh yeah, like, you know, there's other people that are filed, so like, you know, the people that work for me, they're gonna give me like some recommendations, and yeah, like, you know, that's great. And it goes back because he wants to use his time limit. Why is there a time limit when they're asking the questions and we want real answers? Why, when people say, hey, Gary, yes or no, he goes into a ramble so he avoids the rest of their questions? This is an example of how old the system is. Oh, yeah, let's just like go like and ask people like, okay, you get 5 minutes, you get 5 minutes, and let Gary Gensler just fluff, and then walk away. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's so frustrating to watch. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. It doesn't stop people from pushing back on the SEC and saying, hey, bro, we want a spot Bitcoin ETF. The race is on. I believe there's 10 different filings for a spot Bitcoin ETF. And another person joined the fray. This was Franklin Templeton. They filed for a spot Bitcoin ETF on Tuesday. This would trade on the BZX exchange, and it has not yet proposed a ticker for the product. The San Mateo-based company is already a top name for structured investments like mutual funds and ETFs, and so its interest in a Bitcoin ETF should come as no surprise. But it has never previously filed for one, making this an entrance. And Franklin Templeton has come around to digital assets and even toyed with the novel funds that blend blockchain tech with tokenized treasury bonds. The regulator is slated to weigh in on these filings on and during mid-October. And there's a possibility that we won't get an answer until March of 2024, which means we have to wait for a new administration. Guys, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat, or you could put a yes emoji if you want. Do you think that a Bitcoin ETF will be approved in 2023? If you think so, put a 1 or put a yes. And if you think we're going to have to wait till 2024, type no, type 2, or 2024, whatever you feel. But I really do want to see some answers here as to how you guys feel about this ETF, because I think it's absolute garbage. I think the delays in all of this, because again, we understand that hedge funds, they only have a limited amount that they could invest in, talking about crypto in particular. So if a hedge fund wants to invest in Bitcoin, they only get a certain amount depending on their size that they're allowed to invest in, which I think, again, is wrong. If we're in a free market, a hedge fund should maybe be able to have a little bit more freedom. However, that's when they have to venture into other ways to get crypto exposure. So that could be like Coinbase stock. It could be a Bitcoin mining stock, and it could be a GPTC trust or a spot Bitcoin ETF. There's already been Ethereum ETFs that are filed when we already know PayPal has a regulated stablecoin built on top of Ethereum, yet Gary Gensler still hasn't told us if Ethereum is a commodity or security. Gary Gensler also says that crypto is full of fraud, abuse, and misconduct, that we're fraudsters, hucksters, Ponzi schemers. Yet all of this happens by the multiple in the traditional financial system. There is insider trading. There are people like Liz Warren that make $193,000 a year, but somehow over the past 10 years of serving in Congress, she amounted her net worth to be $73 million. That doesn't just happen out of nowhere. Nancy Pelosi is another one. So we keep seeing all of these double standards where Bitcoin and crypto are all transparent and all clear as to what's happening here. Yet, when things happen in the traditional financial system with banks moving money, using your data and your credit for other things without your permission, that's fine. Them shutting down your bank account for no reason, that's fine. There's no abuse there. When the Silicon Valley Bank collapsed and the executives cashed out millions before the collapse, and so did some other international banks and countries, that's fine. They got to cash out, but it was the little people that were standing on the side of the road waiting to get in line at the bank and get some cash to feed their family. This is why Bitcoin. This is why you have to exit a system full of control, tyranny, and suppression, and opt in to a system where there's freedom and opportunity and ownership above all things. Do you guys think we should fire Gary Gensler? I need to see some hashtag fire Gary Genslers in the chat. Hashtag fire Gary Gensler. I need to see this in the chat. And if you guys are members, which I hope you guys are members, that we do see these Gary Gensler emojis flying through the chat right now. We need to fly. Voha said, I could listen to you all day long. Thank you. Christian, where am I live? I would head over to youtube.com/missteencrypto, hit my PFP link in my bio, and you'll be over here on YouTube. That's where all the zest is. Shoosh, hashtag promote Gary. I need a sound. I need a sound to describe how angry I am that you just said that.
Bruh.
I'm just kidding. All right, now let's get into the next piece, which is very important. As you guys are smashing these likes and sharing this stream out with friends, because we have 77 people watching, we're almost at 100, and we almost have 100 likes. We have 30 left. Let's get it. We are fighting for freedom, and thank gosh that there are some people in Washington that actually give a flying sheesh about us, man. Thank gosh. And one of those people is Tom Emmer. He actually gives the... Along with the 49 of his Republican colleagues, Tom Emmer is reintroducing the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act. I love this guy. He's done so much for the crypto community. It's actually insane. Proposing all of these bills backed by people like Warren Davidson, Mike Flood, and more. Reintroducing the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act is very important because what this does is prevent the tyranny, surveillance, and control of a central bank digital currency, which is programmable money, in which they could freeze your money. They could erase your life where you can't spend money anymore if that's the only thing that merchants are allowed to accept, which is their goal, which is programmability, tyranny, surveillance, and ultimately, what this bill does is prevent a Federal Reserve or a central bank from directly issuing a digital dollar directly to a consumer. To maintain privacy, to maintain your rights as an American, which is also why the Keep Your Coins Act was a very good thing that passed this year, which legally protects your wallet, where they say, hey, you have your wallet, you store your private keys, you store your crypto in there, no one can take that from you, which they couldn't already, but it's cool that we have some legislation to back us up. Tom Emmer tweeted yesterday, the icon, with 49 of his Republican colleagues, they reintroduced the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act. If not designed to emulate cash, a government digital currency would dismantle Americans' right to financial privacy and embolden the administrative state. Apologies. I won't let that happen. What? My updated bill prohibits the Fed from issuing a retail CBDC while protecting innovation and any future development of true digital cash. How? This bill puts a check on unelected bureaucrats and ensures the U.S. digital currency policy upholds our American values of privacy, individual sovereignty, and free market competitiveness. Why? The administration has made it clear President Biden is willing to compromise the American people's right to financial privacy for a surveillance-style CBDC like China. I don't believe in compromising Americans' rights. Bottom line, if not open, permissionless, and private like cash, a CBDC is nothing more than a CCP-style surveillance tool that can be weaponized to oppress the American way of life. Thank you to the Financial Committee for considering my bill this month. Shots fired! Tom Emmer killing the game because he understands the exact problem with central bank digital currencies. We have 3 inalienable rights as human beings. Thank you, M2. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Zesty fam. Make sure you guys are spamming those emojis and welcoming N2, the freaking icon. This is the perfect time while I'm freaking losing it with the spice. Tom Emmer understands exactly what is going on with the central bank digital currency and how it could kill America. We have 3 inalienable rights that America promotes, which is life, liberty, and property, which they changed the last part to the pursuit of happiness. Of course, you should pursue your happiness, but that comes with property, that comes with ownership. And when you have something like a digital dollar, a central bank digital currency that's issued directly from a central bank or a Federal Reserve to the public, that takes away their rights. It compromises your life, where if they don't like what you're doing, then they freeze your account, they take your money away, they implement a social credit score. If, like he says, they're going to create a digital dollar, it has to stick true to what cash is, which is private, which is something that you can own and can't be taken from you. Just like you have cash in your pocket, they can't just go on your phone and take it from you. Just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is something that they can't take from you, that they're not in control of, that gives you that privacy, and even more when you have things like even Monero, you have things like Litecoin and that give you that privacy and really tune in to that cash aspect of privacy, of tangibility, and fungibility. This is absolutely huge. It's something that we have to make sure we pay attention to and make sure that we bring these type of bills to Congress, to the White House, to Capitol Hill, to Washington, D.C. Absolutely wild. Beautiful. Beautiful. It almost makes me feel like we need a potato flying around our room. Do you know what I mean, Noji?
A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse.
29 more likes. All right, now we're getting into some things, man. Some things, some crypto drama where we're just gonna. I think I might get spicy right now because we were just talking about freedom. We were just talking about how we need to uphold our zest, and now we have some interesting news. We're going to step outside the country for a minute. We're going to Hong Kong. Hong Kong, oh, Hong Kong. You guys know how I feel about Hong Kong. You guys know how I feel about China. China. I should get that Donald Trump clip. China. The way he says it really funny. China. China is wild. China doesn't care about you. China wants you to actually be nothing. Thank you, Miguel, for the chilies, because that's the spice right there. China doesn't give a flippin' sheesh about you. Let's just be dreadfully honest. In 2017, as you guys could see here, they created Project Line Rock, which was their proof of concept CBDC project. By the time we had hit 2020 and 2021, they already had the Central Bank of the United Arab Emirates involved, along with the Bank for International Settlements Innovation Hub in Hong Kong. What the frick? And we also had the multiple CBDC bridge. This is a scam. What they want to do and what the Bank for International Settlements has been involved in is everything. And what do I mean by that? If you're new to the channel and you haven't heard it before, well, let's blow your mind. This one group of global unelected bureaucrats is known as the Bank for International Settlements. And they have a collective group of those central bankers that, again, control the economy in every single country, because altogether the Bank for International Settlements controls not just 5, 10, but 95% of the world's economy, which means every single thing you do in your life ties back to the Bank for International Settlements, along with some other companies that we won't get too deep into that rabbit hole. Hong Kong doesn't care about you. The Bank for International Settlements definitely doesn't, as they are saying that over 90% of central banks are exploring CBDC trials and things like that. Well, dang, there's more going on with the Bank for International Settlements between Hong Kong and Israel. Their CBDC project is examining security, privacy, and accessibility. Don't let them fool you at all, because no central bank digital currency will be private. Your life will be over. Just like in China, where they closed people's banks, people tried to protest, then they implemented a social credit score along with their central bank digital currency, and now these people have no rights. They can't even speed or else they get money withdrawn. I met people from China when I went to speak at Columbia University that showed me their social credit score. And it literally looked like a fear and greed chart, where he was pretty much in the middle at this 500 score. And I asked the kid, like, what happens if you go below the score? Why is your score kind of low? And he told me that he went to go get a portable charger or a power bank from the store, and he didn't return it in time. So he got points knocked off his credit score, and they took some extra money out of his CBDC money, out of his digital money, his programmable money. This is what it all comes down to. If you jaywalk, if you don't walk the right speed, they will destroy your life, and you won't even be able to go buy food. CBDCs, of course, can be set up to be secure and private, not. And they want to use the central bank's own ledger, according to the Bank for International Settlements, as it outlines Project Sila. This is a bunch of bullhonky. If the central bank money is to go digital, cybersecurity is key, which is the deputy governor of the Bank of Israel, Andrew, that spoke to a digital shekel. He said the project has proved feasibility of the model we had in mind. They said that people's personal identifiers were obfuscated. While many CBDs, such as the EU's proposed digital euro, use banks and other payment providers to link between central banks and ordinary users, Project Sila uses what it calls a novel type of intermediary to handle customer-facing services without the liquidity risk of holding funds directly. Again, they said that 93% of central banks across the world are examining whether to issue CBDCs. And the project's outcome will inform their ongoing exploration of a possible digital Hong Kong dollar, which they basically rolled out. The digital yuan is out, so it's just another Chinese CBDC. Again, another thing to distract you from what's really going on. Thank you for subscribing. Guys, we need 9 more likes. Let's get it. I am very frustrated because it will never, ever help you, a central bank digital currency. They don't care about you, because I have this video from a girl that was in China, and she literally couldn't buy anything because of this CBDC, because of the digital yuan, where maybe she didn't have the right identification as a visitor. And too bad for her, she wasn't able to buy anything. Listen, man, it's absolutely sad. It's horrible. And I really wish that people would wake up already. Just wake up, guys. We can't let this keep going. I'm going to play this video for you because I just think I have to.
So the latest in this dystopian outrage that is now all of China, apparently, is I once again cannot buy food. A couple days ago, my uncle and my cousin helped me get a cell phone that is linked to a Chinese bank card so that I could buy anything. But now, apparently, it has been flagged for some reason, and I have to pass facial recognition identity verification, which is insane, because all I want to do is just spend my gift card balance on this debit card.
Look at this. This is insane.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have to open my mouth. Oh my god. Terrifying. Oh. And of course, because it was my cousin who set this up for me, I did not pass verification. I guess it's a good thing that the Chinese app is not racist. But now I once again can't buy anything.
So now you can't buy anything. You have to pass facial recognition. You have to make sure that you have a digital ID, or else they will not let you buy even food. And that's what they want to do in America. America wants to be China now, which is weird. Why do we want to be China when we're all about freedom, prosperity, property, freedom? I don't know. I'm a little confused. That's why Tom Emmer is really important. And we have to take out the Bank for International Settlements. If there's one thing we have to destroy besides the current monetary system, it's the Bank for International Settlements. They're criminal. They're unelected bureaucrats that decide how we live our lives all around the world. Those are the people we need to cut off. The Bank for International Settlements. They're criminals, actual criminals. We also have HSBC that's working with custody firm Fireblocks, which is very, very interesting because they want to use another thing that wants to take your freedom, which is MPC, multi-party computation wallets. Now, Fireblocks specializes in crypto safekeeping, such as multi-party computation, and even before this partnership had experiences working with big banks. In 2021, they became the custody tech provider for BNY Mellon and BNP Paribas. HSBC didn't respond for a request by comment by publication time, and Fireblocks didn't comment as well. But HSBC is working with Fireblocks. This has been dampened with the big banks' enthusiasm because of the regulatory uncertainty, but HSBC holds around $3 trillion assets and in Hong Kong can trade Bitcoin and ETH ETFs. And they're still cautious of crypto, but we already know they're jumping in on this. We already know that HSBC is already one of the biggest banks in the world, and they want to take part with Fireblocks, which is multi-party computation. And I'm very skeptical of MPC wallets. They keep trying to come out with MPC wallets. This is another thing that's account abstraction, where they want you to take your private keys and give it to them and just give up all your freedom, and it's absolutely lame, and you should never frickin' do it. That's it.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Ricky. Thank you. I appreciate it. David Lee said, not getting notifications for the show. Go to my Telegram. Please join my Telegram group. So someone throw the link in there for me. Join the Telegram group. I notify every time I go live in there. We have some drama within the space this morning because we have some Binance drama where the Binance US CEO left the company and the crypto exchange wants to cut a third of the workforce. We have Brian Schroeder that left the crypto exchange and they eliminated 1/3 of their workforce. This comes after the SEC sued the company in June for violating securities laws. And they said the actions we are taking today provide Binance US with more than 7 years of financial runway and enable us to continue to serve our customers while we operate as a crypto-only exchange. The SEC's aggressive attempts to cripple our industry and the resulting impacts on our business have real-world consequences for American jobs and innovation. And this is an unfortunate example of that, which is true. Why are we playing games? This is what Gary Gensler is doing, destroying careers and destroying lives, because Gary Gensler loved his Algorand. He loved Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash because they were commodities and not securities, along with 3/4 of the crypto market. Yet he's using AI to track our finances. He's saying that we're full of fraud, abuse, and misconduct, when that's literally the other side of the token. Crypto joke. Where the traditional financial system, you have people that are making $193K a year in government that end up making millions, almost hundreds of millions of dollars in their net worth by the time they're done. After 10 years, Liz Warren, $193K a year, has $73 million net worth. By trying to take out crypto, by trying to screw crypto, you're destroying people that work for people like Binance, where now they're only a crypto-only exchange where you can't use fiat on-ramps and off-ramps. Their president had to leave the company. They had to cut a third of their workforce just so they can survive. This impacts American jobs directly. Our economy's not well, despite what Janet Yellen and they all say. People are struggling. So for Gary Gensler to keep pushing people away, pushing crypto away, it only gives the other countries power. so frustrated. I'm so over Gary Gensler. Like, what is going on with Gary? Why does he keep doing this to us? Why is he hurting people directly? I find it ironic because the SEC is supposed to protect us, the investing public, when it just seems as though they just try to destroy us at every turn. The only person that Gary Gensler, I think, ever really liked in the crypto community is Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried is relentless. He stole billions of dollars, multiple properties, over 30 properties, given some to his parents, free his own Amazon runway and Amazon deliveries, all of these bougie things that Sam Bankman-Fried liked to buy. It was all at the expense of every single person that was on FTX. They said, hey, we recovered over $7 billion from FTX. We have some cash. But now they pay $1.5 million every month to their legal team, and they pay John Ray III to reboot FTX.com, the international sector, which again cuts out everybody in the US and all FTT holders. Sam Bankman-Fried, he went to jail over tampering with evidence because he leaked his ex-girlfriend's diary to the New York Times. He didn't go to jail for stealing billions, gosh forbid. He then got more charges for campaign financing because he donated to 1 in 3 people in Congress. He also was the second largest donor to our current president. His team was going crazy. Let him out of jail. He needs 2 phones and 2 computers. He got his 1 phone and 1 computer. They said his battery wasn't good enough. They gave him a new battery. Now they're saying his internet connection is not good enough to suffice and that he needs to be released from jail, pushing his release. Now we hear the news that the judge pushed back and said, no, Sam Bankman-Fried is stuck in jail. So that's just your quick update on Sam Bankman-Fried. He is stuck in jail now, and he is not probably coming out until we hear more in October when he has his trial. Let's see. What are you guys saying in the chat? Does she have a podcast? Oh, who are we talking about? Hold on. I know I'm looking for something in here. Alexander. Alexander, what was your question? Are the podcasts on the iPhone podcast? So this is a podcast right here. So this is where you could watch it. I'm also live on Rumble, Kick, Facebook, X. So this is where we're at. This is where the podcast is at now. But I do have to figure out how I could get it on Apple and Spotify and things like that. It's not there yet. Ben says Bitcoin is pumping again. We're at 26.2. We're pretty much where we're at when we first started here. So here we go. 26.2 we're at right now. We're up 1.44%. Again, guys, we want to head to this 27.1 mark. So that's what we're looking for.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Can I buy or store Ethereum on Cake Wallet?
Can you buy or store Ethereum on Cake Wallet, Ricky? Thank you for the $2. Let me see really quick. I could actually check for you. Because I'm going to. All right. Cake Wallet, where is she? Right here. I know you could buy crypto on here. I just want to make sure before. Yeah, buy. Yay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'll actually show you. This is my screen from Cake Wallet. So basically, all you got to do is go to your Cake Wallet homepage. And you'll see buy CakePay gift cards, CakePay web cards, and you got to check this little button in the corner right here that says buy. So you click the buy, and you could buy crypto here. So you could exchange your US dollars. I don't know if you could see it really. Your US dollars for Litecoin, Bitcoin, whatever you want. And they use Transact. I know they use a few other things. And you could pay with Apple Pay, which is really awesome. Google Pay, your bank, Cash App, an instant automated clearinghouse, or a debit card. So this is actually really sick. If you guys haven't checked out Cake Wallet, now is your time. Please check out Cake Wallet. They are a lovely sponsor of the show, by the way. They are open source. They're probably one of the best wallets you could get out there where you want transparency. We want to be able to rely on our technology that we're using. And Cake Wallet, you could rely on 100%. I love Cake Wallet. Vic Sharma was actually from Cake Wallet, was the first ever crypto project or company to send me a t-shirt. So thank you. And also, So I've been friends with them for a long time. And also, we're going to be doing something very special on X right after this. I think right after this, I'll post it, or in a little while. Sometime today, though. I'm posting another thing in partnership with Cake Wallet, and it's going to be epic. And you guys are going to obviously be the ones to benefit from it. So make sure you guys check it out, please. Make sure you hit my X account, you hit the bell button, and you can also subscribe for exclusive tweets, by the way. But make sure you guys check out my X account. Keep those post notifications on. You really don't want to miss out on what we're going to post later. You guys are going to be able to maybe win something. I'm so excited. I literally love Cake Wallet, love Vic Sharma, love the fam. And Yesenia. Shout out to Yesenia. All right. Continuing on. Yeah, I know you guys are talking about Monero in there. So yeah, it was natively a Monero wallet. Then he added Bitcoin, then he added Litecoin, and now he added Ethereum, and that's beautiful. So and you could swap in that wallet. You could get gift cards. Like, it's just an absolute monster beast of a wallet, and it's open source, man. Like, that's exactly what you want out of the thing. Guys, can we get 3 more likes for 100 likes? Can we make me happy? All right. I like your hair. Thanks, Christian. Hola to you, my friends. All right, so let's jump back in. We went over this. We went over that. Gorgeous. Now we're going to go over a hack that happens, because you guys need to be wary on this. So we have CoinEx that some people were actually talking about that deleted their tweets. That was funny. Delete your tweet. CoinEx is a crypto exchange, and they saw $27 million in outflows because of a suspected hack. Per Etherscan, there was a crypto address that received nearly 5,000 ETH from a known CoinEx hot wallet at 9:20 a.m. Eastern. Then the address had been systematically withdrawing sums of other crypto from the exchange and swapping them for ETH using a decentralized exchange Uniswap in what it appears to be an ongoing hack. 2 other addresses are exhibiting similar activities, with a total sum withdrawn and swapped on ETH totaling $18.6 million at the time of the writing. There was an additional $8.5 million in crypto assets that were withdrawn to an address on the Tron blockchain, and $290K in assets that were withdrawn to Polygon, totaling $27.4 million between the 3 chains. So make sure you guys watch out for that. And CoinEx withdrew all operations in New York in June following allegations violated by the Martin Act for not registering as a securities dealer, which is another thing that the SEC and blah, 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 like New York just sucks. Now, man, I don't know. I see $27 million hacked, and they were doing a marketing push right before this. So it seems pretty suspect to me that they were pushing marketing. They were pushing for these signups, and then they just all of a sudden got hacked. It seems like a little FTX tobacco. But we're going to have to see what happens. If you guys maybe know more about the hack, then definitely let me know that information down below. I want to say hi to you guys. If I didn't say hi to you, please say hi to me, and please give me a virtual hug. Can you guys put like a hug emoji, or if you're a member, put the SpongeBob emoji. Thoughts on Vegas hack? What are you talking about? No, another hack? Vegas? Vegas what? Listen, I want to go to Vegas. I want to partay. Let's partay in Vegas. Oh, woo! Jimmy! Jimmy!
$100 for Hundy likes.
Jimmy! Jimmy! Uncle Jimmy! Thank you for the $100 super chat, Uncle Jimmy. Everyone, please give a heart in the chat for Uncle Jimmy. Oh my gosh, little Uncle Jimmy. Thank you. And he's not feeling good, so he's like giving love when he needs love the most. Thank you, Uncle Jimmy. Hugs to you. And I hope that you move past it, you know? Like, we need to get you, like, medicated and, like, perfectly healthy, Jimmy, so that beautiful brain can keep working. We have Sin in the chat. Hi, Sin. It's nice to see you. I know Tom Allen is chilling in the chat, my CryptoPunk fam. Smiley, it's nice to see you, little Smiley in Chicago. Retro, what you got? He's got shushes, no G. He's got a bunch of shush from me. Clint Alexander, hello to you. Juice Toes, a little hug to you. Hi, Juice Toes. Please say hello to me. Give me love. Kenny-O said, try that again, Jimmy. Kenny-O's hilarious. John Foster, my little Emma Foster. I know she's in school right now, but tell her after school I said hello and good morning to you. True's in the chat. He wrote, Jimmy! That's awesome. Oh, CoinEx was your go-to until they banned the U.S. earlier this year. So they banned all of the U.S., or was it, they said just New York, but it seems like all of the U.S. then. I believe you. I don't know if I could believe it because you sent me fake roses, but at least, like, you know, I trust your technical things. Skypack said, good morning. Good morning to you, Skypacks. M2, put the goat emoji. You're the goat too, M2. Flat Smack is in the chat. David Brumblebee, nice to see you as well. I love when you guys are in my chat. I think the one person we're missing right now probably is Crypto Billy. And from the mining squad, we need automatic beats and we need network bits, Lil Joe. But other than that, we have amazing people here. Alexandra G, did she write something? Oh, I thought she did. Alexander said Ripple. What Ripple? Question mark. LMAO SBF. Stop Loss is here. Hi, nice to see you, Stop Loss. You guys are beautiful individuals. And I know I said hi to Ben before. Jessica was in the chat as well. Hi, Jessica. It's great to see you. I love my women in the chat. We need a lot more women in crypto. I know Morty's in both chats. You're crazy, Morty. Who else? I think I got everyone. Guys, yell at me if I missed you. Please yell at me if I missed you. Oh, AC Hook said, shoosh, does Emma watch wrestling? Yes, Emma does watch wrestling. All of us watch wrestling. You know, I remember when I was in, like, elementary school and all the boys would come in with like John Cena merch and like his little sweatpants on, and I used to love it. And I didn't have any of the swag, you know, I wasn't like that deep at the time, but then like it was like I was like, all these boys like it, like why don't I look into this stuff? So then my dad was actually watching wrestling too, and I just started watching wrestling and I just like absolutely loved it. And there was like 2 or 3 years where I didn't watch just because like I was just like, you know, growing up and a teen and all, and I was like, yeah, I'm not watching WWE. Thought I was cool, but then I fell back into it and I love WWE with my whole heart. I love wrestling, and you know, whether it's real, fake or not, it doesn't matter. Like, these people get hit, these people get hurt, and it's a grind to do what they do. So I respect their grind a lot. Now, I also love AEW as well. Now, did I make calls and emails to both organizations within the last few days? I don't know. But I do want to be a guest host on a wrestling show. Like, that's the goal. Like, I want to go on and, like, be a guest host. Like, they've always had guest hosts on WWE and stuff. Like, I feel like I want to be the next guest host. Listen, the girls wrestling, I don't know what you're saying over there, Lux. The girls wrestling is pretty good. I think they're the divas. Like, when I was first watching, and, like, the Nikki Bellas, AJ Lee, like, those were my... Oh, the sheesh. But now, right now, we have there's great women that are wrestling now, and AEW has amazing women talent as well. But yeah, guys, if you guys see WWE or AEW tweet, tag me on that. Let's start like a sheesh storm on crypto, on X, on Wrestling X, and let's get it. My favorite NFL team. Listen, no, I can't even, like, you know, there's a few that, like, I have interest in. I'm not like the biggest football gal, but you know what the thing is, that it's like I would tell you, you know, because I'm a New Yorker, you know, maybe the Jets or the Giants, but the Giants got freaking wrecked. The Jets are done for the season. So which one was it? I think the Giants were the ones that were like 40-something-0. That's it. That's definition of wreckage. And then there was the other game, the Jets, where they had like Aaron Rodgers, I think his name is. Guy was like, you know, out there by the third play, I believe it was third play. This man gets on the field and he's already out for the season. So I think the Jets are in trouble, dude. Did we hit 125 likes? I'm waiting for that. Echo Leaf Moo. MJF is the future. MJF is absolutely awesome. MJF is everybody's comeback. And yes, that's his catchphrase. Don't come after me. But yeah, I love MJF. I think he's so funny, man. I like the personality. I think Adam Cole, like, and their whole thing, like, boom, and then like, better than you, baby. I'm better than you, and you know it. Like, that's so swaggy to me. I love it. And there was also news yesterday with WWE and UFC. I think they merged yesterday. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, because people get all twisted because you're like, oh, the fake fighting with the real one. But I feel like, you know, even UFC, they got some storylines going on in there. You know what I mean? Exactly, no, because Stone Cold said so. Stone Cold said so. Memory Man, people still watch football. Yes, people still watch football. It is a thing, believe it or not. You like rowdy Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's a queen. She's a queen because you know what? She did her UFC. She was an absolute beast. Then she comes to WWE, I feel like for fun because that's light work for this girl. And her best friend, what's her friend's name? Shonda or something? Oh, not Shonda. What's her name? I don't know why I'm blanking on it, but she literally fought like a few days ago on WWE. They are beasts, right? And then they came to WWE, light work for them. And then you look at Ronda's house. She's got a farm. She's living off the land out there, Ronda Rousey. So you know what? I respect her. And there's a reason all these celebrities, they get their land, they get their few acres, and they have their farm because the food is garbage. Our food is bad, guys. Our food is bad. We got to grow it ourselves, and that's the hope one day that I get out of this small New York apartment and I go and get some grass and grow my own stuff because I'm so skeptical. I really won't buy strawberries anymore, probably until the farmers market has them next year because I just saw some just gruesome things, just wild. All sets in the chat. KG said, come on, people, the NFL is awesome. Oh, you're defending the NFL, KG. It's okay. It's okay. Listen, my dad likes the NFL, so he's with you. Undertaker, Stone Cold, and The Rock are the best. You know what? I feel like The Rock is all right. He might be like, overbought, as you say on the charts. He might be overbought. MTC needs 100,000 acres of land. I would like some land. Listen, I would get some land. I would keep some, obviously, for myself and the fam, like a few acres. And then I would try to build like my own town, and have people that like grow like natural food, and have like very nice like neighborhood where we're able to do what we want, have some fun, and not just be brought down by all of these other like restrictions that we have. Obviously not anarchy and all this craziness, but live off the land and not all this chemicals in our food and stuff like that. And I feel like if we really focused on that and have like using the land, like we would be able to kind of scale, but obviously in a different way. But I think people would feel better. I think a lot of people's like things like mentally and things like that are all attributed to food. Food affects how you feel. Like, it's an actual thing, psychology. Like, food affects how you feel. It affects how you operate. It affects how you think, your day-to-day. So, yeah, our food is important. And we have, like, trash food. Like, all these food have ultimate amounts of chemicals. Even if you go look at, like, a loaf of bread, how many chemicals does that have? It has all the bleach in it. It's just gross. Yeah, I need the farm. I know Mr. Yeehaw over there. He said he misses the farm life, but you had your farm. You know what it's like. But you're still in a good spot where you have better food, I would picture, than here. Grow zesty noodles. I need to find my noodle. I still haven't found it. I think you guys have to find my noodle. Hi, Raina. She said pamp it up. I gotta pamp it up. Someone needs to give me a reason to pamp it up. Can I pamp it up? I need you guys to write in the chat, pamp it up, and I will pamp it up. All set. So, okay, we'll buy 10 acres tomorrow, make a content creator campus, grow greens, hydroelectric powered, funded by a crypto projects. And we could use the water, like, maybe a stream that goes through it, use the water to mine Bitcoin. And then we have our own self-sufficient economy because we're mining Bitcoin. And we use solar to mine Bitcoin. Guys, this could be insane. This could be insane. This could be a real thing. This could be a real thing. Avo, so let's go into Niners. Got it. S-Dog said pamp it. I need to see more pamps in the chat. I need a reason to pamp it. Unless I see ultimate party emojis and love in the chat, I can't pamp it up. I also need 10 more likes for 125 likes. Jay Beezy said, hi, MTC. Shoosh us to the moon. Shoosh! Thank you. Hey. No solar needed, but yes, we'll be fully sustainable. All right, listen, all set, my miners, you guys are the nerds, so you guys got to figure that out. Hydroelectric is a must. I really feel like there's a way to do that. I feel like there's a way to do this. Right, Morty? Right, Alexander over there? You got it? Pamp it up. All right, do you guys want to pamp it up? I want to pamp it up, but I need a reason to pamp it up. Pamp it up. It still shows 14 likes. I think we're at 115 now. We need 10 more, and I would like to see that. Shooshing other. Listen, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do, huh? Are you gonna shoosh me back, or do I have to double shoosh you? But you got to give me a reason to keep shooshing you. That's it. Shoosh. I shoosh you all the time anyway. It's just the way it works. But I did shoosh someone else. I did. It's true. For no G, I will do this for you. I will do it for you.
A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse.
So it seems like Bitcoin is actually trying to creep up right now. So we do see $26,222, 222. That is a lucky number. That's a little angelic number right there. We're printing green dots here on Market Cipher. VWAP is still spiking, so we want to go past our high of 26,364. So we're retracing slightly here. But we need to see that 27K, and that's what's going to make me happy. And we need to see some like more bullish volume, as well as the RSI. And the RSI is doing pretty good, but if we get into this bullish territory, that's when I pamp it. That's when I get very, very excited. Now, if we do like go absolutely crazy bananas, bazungas, poo-poo, and lose our noodles even more so, because I think I only have like a quarter noodle left. I think the other ones got lost, and like a little leftover was there. Listen, guys, we need to pamp it. We need those bulls to come in and defend. So if you whales are watching, you better pamp it up right now and step up. You can do it. You really could. Lower lows, lower highs, downtrending since typical September. Yeah, like listen, this is the September blues. The September blues. The September blues, don't let them get to you. September blues. No, G said I'm in the streets looking for the noodle. Please contact me. Call 1-800-690-4200 for my noodle. Let me know where my noodle has left. My hair is my noodles. These are These are like sticky noodles. Like these are noodles that I can't detach from my person, but there are noodles from my brain that have left me. So those are the ones that you do have to find. Crypto's so good. Yes, Jimmy, you know crypto is good. You know crypto is the best. And you guys are the absolute best. Thank you guys for being so beautiful. Thank you guys for being a part of this More Than Zesty show today. We pamped it up for our midweek stream. I would still like to see 125 likes. That's what my heart desires. That's what my heart is thriving for. But my friends, I know we're right there. We're right there. Gary Gensler's a wet noodle. Gary Gensler has a lot of issues. Gary Gensler is full of all the craziness.
Hucksters.
All the craziness. Gary.
Fraudsters. Scam artists. Ponzi schemes.
Gary, we're going to have a conversation. Guys, thank you for joining me. I have to go talk to Gary Gensler. He's annoying me. We got to make sure we figure this out and that he becomes, once again, the crypto bro we always knew he was and always will be. Right, Dusty? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you beautiful people. Thank you guys. Have a lovely day. Go outside and touch grass. If it's raining and cloudy like it is in New York, put on something bright. Go outside, and if it's raining, go touch the water. Touch the water. It's okay. Let your hair get a little frizzy from the humidity. It's all a part of nature. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you. Smash a like, share the stream out with friends, and comment down below after this is over. And please, for you guys still here waiting, make sure that you guys jump on my X account. Get those notifications on. I will be posting something beautiful and it's something for you guys to maybe win, and it might be a nice prize. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a great day, and as always, stay zesty because of all the beautiful things that we do every single day. Thank you.
Hucksters.
Gary, what is wrong with you?
Scam artists. Ponzi schemes.